For 2 decades, Tea Lux has served a dizzying assortment of loose-leaf teas in a funky, mellow space right in Harvard Square's epicenter.
When you come in here, you can kind of step out of the bustle that is Harvard Square and kind of like shut down for a little while.
But Tea Lux may not be around much longer. Back in 2015, a New York development company bought this building and 2 adjacent ones. Now it's planning a major renovation that could drive Tea Lux and other longtime residents out.
If this development went through, we would be gone. We would be kicked out. If we were to try and stay, our rent would be hiked up to the point where we couldn't afford it.
The proposal has sparked a backlash, with critics warning that Harvard Square's soul is slowly being sucked out.
I really liked that there's a lot of independent shops. Now there's like 2 CVS's, and it's going to just become one giant CVS.
The anxiety is about more than this one development, because in recent years, Harvard Square has seen a bevy of other big changes.
When you look at a piano, you see Mozart.
I see chopsticks.
All right, well...
The Mass Ave Aubin pan featured in Good Will Hunting is gone, leaving a hole in the neighborhood's heart. And that's just one of a long list of high-profile disappearances.
It's sad, it's hollowing out. The Tasty's gone, Cardula's is gone.
Not to mention the Bow and Arrow, the Greenhouse Cafe, and the Harvard Square movie theater. But according to Charlie Sullivan of the Cambridge Historical Commission, to know Harvard Square at all is to believe that it's not what it used to be.
One of the unique features of Harvard Square is that people fall in love with it the way it was when they first saw it. Often that's as a new undergraduate, but it could be later in life. They will think it's wonderful, and they want to maintain that character for as strongly as they possibly can.
Still, Sullivan adds, recent years have seen a big spike in turnover, with longtime landlords selling properties at an unusually brisk clip. It's a trend that troubles Nina Hovagimian, the owner of the venerable Cafe Pamplona.
When we bought this place 10 years ago, 11 years ago, there were no big chains. They didn't. Harvard, Cambridge would say, we don't want the big chains in Harvard Square. But within the last 10 years, things obviously have changed. So I think about it all the time. It's very hard to stay open. It's very hard to pay the bills.
In the future, we could see a Harvard Square in which the only tenants who can afford to pay the rent are the same national chains you see everywhere else, which doesn't mean newcomers to the neighborhood won't make their own memories. They just might not be as distinctive as they used to be.